little stretch right now. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line.
36 on the carry.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Barber. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Barber's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. That's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Defense is down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
The pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play. First down, Detroit.
Two yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Detroit.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up second.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Chase Chase Young in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance, as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken,
does.
correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned. After starting at the 7, it's a gain of 7.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
1-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On first down, Landry. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
The pass.
11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
And the Lions first down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Washington nothing.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, Landry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
And he's got his man on the out route. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good to make it 14-0. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season.
Time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have done great here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they try the right side here. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun. Barber. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
He was brought
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
32.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. From the gun, Barber. Over the middle, complete. It's Robertson. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it, and it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Barber. And will be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of
15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Barber. And a solo shot in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a quick throw here that's complete.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Number 85.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. And this is caught at the 8. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Lions are able to grow their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it is now 21-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
36, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Barber. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they can't bring him down. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Palmer. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And the Lions are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And they're drawing close to halftime with the Vikings out on top. The Vikings trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. The Saints looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. 24-16 was how that one finished. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the end spots of the road to the Super Bowl. It runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here, partner, to say, okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play down the stretch. We've clinched. We're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the #1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you in the playoffs by going out and being really impressive down the stretch.
Absolutely, and you want to take momentum into the playoffs. There's also pride on the line for these guys individually.
Yeah, momentum and pride. Yeah, I'd make room for them and put them both in uniform.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Barber. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
To throw on 2nd down. Barber. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun, Barber. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Another shot now for this Lions offense. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Palmer. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On second down now, Landry. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Number 38, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 20.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throw left side complete. It's Palmer. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Back to throw now on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. He'll look to throw. First down, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Washington ready to try again on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing on first down. Barber, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Taken down at the 33.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Washington going to send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A gain of 30.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Offense.
This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
26. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 13.
2nd and 13. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
2nd and 5.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 12-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And his kick here is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
Washington, nothing.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
On 1st and 10, Barber. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Barber, he's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Washington on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Barber. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Barber. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And that's a touchdown. And there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Barber. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barber, he's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Dropped it, and the Lions will take over. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Number 29.
It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
He's tackled at the 29.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Palmer. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
A gain of 6.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is good.
The field goal.
And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
Lions 41. Washington, nothing.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense set to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive. Barber. And he comes back with one complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up second.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun. Barber. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. From the gun, Barber. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. Operating from the gun. Barber. And that's going to be incomplete.
Barber.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Incomplete.
To throw again. Barber. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Quarterback taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. From the gun, Barber. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll give it here to his running back. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ingram. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The 17-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Lions.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Lions on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Detroit, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Washington, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.